Well, good morning or good evening. How are you guys? Today I'm going to talk about turning your phone into a money making machine. So when I started this, I didn't even know that you could do that kind of thing. I always thought of, maybe you think of the same thing, the games or the apps or the surveys or that, because when we search for, how can I generate an income online? Those are typically the kinds of things that pop up, right? This is not one of them because this is an actual business. So today I'm going to walk you through this. Um, and I'm going to share with you everything from beginning to end, which is something that I always do. Okay. So if you have questions, today you can ask any questions. It's Friday, but I always try to stop myself from saying what day it is, because this is going to be out there forever. So, anyways, if you don't know my name is Paula. I go by Digital Granny. I've been in this space for 17 months. 17 months. Time flies. Anyways, I love what I get to do. It is a huge blessing. I was a dasher, and I will share that with you right here. Here's a little dashing pic for your entertainment. I now work from home. I'm a homeschooling mom, and I'm able to be at home with my kids. So I'm going to walk you guys through how I make money from my phone, and what I do. Okay, because even streaming right now, I'm using a mic and I'm using a camera, but you don't have to have those things. So I just want to address that right away and remove any kind of like, well, you're using this. Well, I like my mic and I had my mic way before I did this. But um, speaking of that, I got to turn it down. I didn't even look at it. Sorry if I was yelling in your ear. But now, so what I do is I make all my stuff from here and I post from here. This is the machine right here. So what do? Let's walk you through this. Before I get started, okay, I'm just going to share a little bit of an income disclaimer. The information and strategies provided in this video are for educational purposes only, should not be considered a guarantee of financial success. Results vary based on individual effort and experience. This is a business. And because we're in this space, people have to understand it is your own business. Like, we don't work for a company. I am not an employee. Okay. This is my business. Now, I love what I get to do because I have this like automated system, and I didn't even know what that was. I didn't understand it. Um, but I have a system that is out there working for me 24 hours around the clock. Okay, so I'm going to explain this to you today, but I'm also going to share the community, what we are a part of, my community too, because you get to be a part of my community. And I've been really trying to get that out, because my community is free to join. So anybody can be in my community. But I'm going to share this stuff step by step. Okay, what are we doing? I'm actually promoting a program called Legacy Builders. You can Google this on your own. And the founder, her name is Michelle O'Neill, and she has been doing this since September 2022. Um, Legacy Builders and Digital Mastery and Passive Daily Pay and the Launchpad are all digital programs, educational programs, and the education industry is booming right now. It's the best place to be in. Actually, online is the best place to be in. But when you add education, like the e-learning industry on top of that, you can't be in a better place. Did you know that in 2019, the e-learning industry did 950 million? In 2023, it did 1 billion a day. And in 2024, it did 1.2 billion a day. And it's projected to hit 3 billion a day by 2027. That's the industry that I'm in. I'm in the e-learning industry. So what are we learning? We're actually learning marketing skills, digital marketing skills. Don't let digital scare you. All that means is online. So instead of, old school, we would do, I mean, you can still do this stuff, but like TV, radio, newspaper, flyers, snail mail, but because we live in a digital age, because we live online, listen, we're taking our phones everywhere. everywhere this thing comes with me. Um, if you can generate an income from your phone and it can go anywhere, do you know what that means for you? That means you can travel the world. That means you can go anywhere, create an income right from this thing. As long as you have this and Wi-Fi, you're good to go. Like I can literally go and work anywhere in the world. And I think that'd be pretty fun if I didn't have like a 5-year-old. But that is what is possible. Now, anybody can do what we do. I'm going to walk you through what we do, and I'm going to share some video testimonials too. So I have those 4 programs. We're learning digital marketing skills. Okay. We have this system. Now, this system, this is what it looks like. So there is what we call a landing page. This girl and guy, that's a landing page. This is how the automated system works. People that are interested in what you have, they're actually going to put their email in here. And they can unsubscribe at any time. It's not like the black hole, which is what I originally thought. I always thought, I'm not putting my email in anywhere because I don't know who's going to have it and I'll never get it back. That's not this case. So you put your email in and then you'll see a video from the founder. And this other video here, this video is inside of an email list. So what we're doing is we're actually building an email list. Okay. This is something I had no clue about. Like I had no clue about any of this. Okay. I was so just new. I didn't know the importance of building an email list, and I had a small business. I didn't know the importance of building an email list. Never built one in my life. I didn't know the importance of having something automated. Never had anything automated other than my 2 e-shops, which is I got a taste of it, but they're small, but they're good. They're good. I mean, they've been out there for 2 years. I've had those shops, and every single month I make money on those shops. So that is a passive income because I haven't done anything with them since I've been doing this. So they're still there. They're still generating me money, which is crazy to me. But having an automated system like this means that you can get a customer daytime, nighttime, anytime. My very first customer, okay, he came through August 2024 at 4:30 in the morning. I was so stinking excited. I call it sleepy money. I woke up to my very first sale Sunday morning. I was like, I thought I was going to lose my mind. I was so excited. My thought was, it's real. Even I was a skeptic. Okay. So when I was doing the dash, if you don't know my story, let me share my story. So we have an automated system. I promote programs that teach people skills, but it gives them business fundamentals, an automated system. Learn how to build an email list. It gives you direct connection to the people that like you and like what you have. Products that I didn't create that I get to resell because I have what is called master resell rights. When we have master resell rights, that means that we can't change the name of the programs and we cannot change the price, but we can resell those programs. So it gives the next person an opportunity to learn business basics, to learn an education, and to resell so they can build their own business. Okay. So that's probably the simplest way to explain this. Okay. And I do it from my phone. So you got a phone and you got Wi-Fi, you're good to go. Your initial setup should be done on a computer, a laptop, a tablet, something where you have a wider screen. I don't know if I'd want to do it on this, like this way. I don't know. Okay. I didn't do that. I did it on a computer. So, but as soon as you're set up, you can even go to a library and get set up, and then everything is right here. Like we have apps. Okay. Anyways, let's get back to this. So just so you understand where I was, I don't always tell this story, but sometimes I do. In November of 2022, I suffered a mini stroke, and my husband never showed up. There was no calls. There was no text. It was crickets. My 20-year-old was my hero that day. At the time, he was 20. He came to the hospital. He made sure that I was okay. He made sure that his younger siblings, much younger siblings, were taken care of. That is why I started to do the dash, so that you have a history of like, why were you doing that? That's why, because I had to do something quick that I knew that I could do. So I took my own vehicle, which, anyways, if you know, you know, like when you're doing something like that, the thoughts run through your head, man, I'm using my only car. What happens if? And the what happens if actually happened to me. In June of 2024, this girl popped up on social media. I'm scrolling. This is my other phone. I'm scrolling and I see this girl and she's talking about God, homeschooling, and making boatloads. As soon as she said making boatloads, I scrolled. I was like, there's no way you're talking to me. Well, I was wrong. I was wrong. I was a skeptic. I know how I was brought up. And 2 days later, when I lost the vehicle, has anybody ever lost a job? What about losing? You could drop one in the comments at any time when you're watching this, even if it's a replay. Have you ever lost a job? I lost a job and a vehicle at the very same time. And I was like, man, are you kidding me? Anyways, my worst day, what I thought was the worst day, became my best day because God answered prayer that day. Um, Picked up my phone. I went to look for a laugh. I'm scrolling, trying to find something to laugh about. Just lost my job. Just lost my truck. Like my favorite vehicle. It still upsets me to this day because it was my favorite vehicle. It was an old thing, but it didn't matter to me. Anyways, scrolling, looking for a laugh because I'd rather laugh than cry. I don't know about you, but I'd rather laugh than cry. I'm scrolling. Girlfriend pops back up on my phone. And I'm like, what? And this time I stopped. This time the wall came down enough for me to ask her 3 questions. I said, can I work from home? She was like, yeah. I said, do I need a degree? She was like, no. I said, okay. Do I have to get on a phone? She was like, no. And I go, what is this? And then she started to explain what this was and how it worked, and that we're making content. And I was like, we're making content. Uh, I don't remember exactly everything, but I remember this. I remember getting off the phone. She was on a live. I was asking her questions then and there. And I remember praying. I remember asking God, man. And then I remember thinking this: what happens if I can't start this? What happens if I can't try this? What happens if I can't even try? See if this even works? Because I was looking for 9 to 5s and I knew that that wasn't the answer. Like if you're out there trying to find a way to bring in extra and you can't leave the house. There are a lot of people that can't leave the house. Okay. There are a lot. Um, or you're looking for something where you can actually bring in more than just pocket change. It is frustrating out there trying to look through all this stuff, trying to figure out what is real, what isn't real, what's worth your time, what's actually going to make a difference and an impact in your life. And am I going to be able to do it? Is it something I can do? Because this is a beginner step-by-step program. This is not something where you had to bring skills, you had to bring fancy equipment. This is not that. It is not too late to be in this industry, in this field, because now is the time. It's actually now. This is the digital age is right now. So I didn't even know what this was. And I remember telling the girl, okay, I just remember thinking I got to pray about it. And then God brought a way to start. And I was so blown away by how he gave me a way to start. I really didn't think I was going to be able to try it. Here I am 17 months later. I work from home. I have $900 days and $1,800 days as a homeschooling mom who used to do the dash. Man, can I tell you, God is good. God is good. All right. So if you are looking, you've been praying for a way, maybe this is it. So I have those programs and this is what I do. I create content, take the phone, create content, short little pieces of content. You learn how to create the content. You need to put aside time to learn, because this is it is learning digital marketing skills. You're learning digital marketing skills as a beginner. So we're learning how to create the content that we post on social media. We create, anybody can do this. Okay. I just want to say this right now before anybody starts to think that, oh, I don't know if I could do. Yes, you can. Okay. My 3 favorite words this week have been, yes, you can. Yes, you can learn something new. Yes, you can do this. Yes, you can make an income from your phone. Doesn't matter your age, doesn't matter your background, doesn't matter what you know, what you don't know, because you got to put all what you think you know to the side. There have been plenty of people that I have talked to in the past 17 months that we were humbled. I thought I knew something. I started this with a following. Okay. I had 5 or 6, I think I had 6K followers on a TikTok account. And I thought I'll just go post these videos there and people will just want to get started because I don't know. Man, I was so wrong. Can I tell you, I probably wasted time. I probably I know that I shouldn't have done it. In the program we learned 0 followers. You honestly, this is not TikTok shop. This is not based on 20K followers. No. It takes one person to be a customer. One person. Are you that one? Like, you just need one person. That's it. We don't need a mass following. Here's what we're doing. We're learning how to build an email list. That's gold. That is gold. It's not based on a platform that can go down tomorrow. It's not based on a platform that can take away your account in a minute. And this is the truth, okay? And this is another reason why I built my own community. I built my own community because as somebody who's out there doing this and out there on social media, I see what happens, okay? Yes, we use social media. It's free to use. It is free. But when you build this business, it is built in a way that's at your best interest. Build an email list. If for whatever reason that platform just disappears, you're okay. And let me tell you why you're okay, because you have that email list. I could reach out and go, hey, make sure you join me over here. Boom. That's it. So I think it's priceless. Like, I love what I've learned. I'm going to share with you 3 pieces of content. Okay, so let me share with you what that looks like. So you get a little better idea. Let's hide this for a second and we're going to come back, and I got to keep an eye on the time. 7 seconds gives me a chance to sip my coffee. I'm going to hit record. Let them see my cup for a minute. Stop it. 7 seconds. That is a sweet spot on many platforms. Now, I'm active on TT and active on YT. So what I would do right now, I'm streaming to a few, okay? But I don't really post on there. So other than I'm just going live and it will automatically do its thing, okay? So when I post my video, I'm going to add some text on the screen. I'm going to pick a popular song and I'm going to hit post. That's a 7-second video. Anybody can do this. Listen, anybody. I don't care if you've never made a video in your life. I can help you. Now, the next thing, a talking video. If you choose to do faceless, I'm not a big fan. I can't help you really. I mean, there's training for faceless. There is training. That's in the bonuses. So here's the bonuses. See this? Number 6, invisible faceless marketing. I'm not a big fan. I go face forward. But if you choose to do faceless, I'm going to tell you this. You better bring yourself. Either use your own voice, get your hands in there. Maybe not your face, but you got to bring you, because people are not Googling, how do I buy a program? They're actually out there. And if you stop the scroll with your thing and they're like, what is this? Oh, I want to know more information. Then that's when you make the connection. Okay. So a 1-minute video could go something like this. Yeah, I was a skeptic too until I had that first customer in the middle of the night, 4:30 in the morning. Never gone on a phone call with him. We don't bug family and friends. Never got on a phone call, never slid into DMs, didn't do any of that stuff. My automated system was out there working for me while I was sleeping, and I woke up to somebody who started. I love this business. I can't believe that me, little old me, has like this automated system that I didn't even know you could have. Anyways, I make 100% on 100, 300, 600, and yes, 900. And that's what he chose to get started with. There's a one-time website fee of 39. If this sounds interesting to you, then drop me a yeehaw and I'll let you know how to get more information. So sometimes I'll end it with a yeehaw. Sometimes I will sometimes I'll say, grab the free blueprint, because we all have a blueprint, and that is what is called a lead magnet. Okay. So we could do that. We could say, hey, this is how you grab the lead magnet or the blueprint. I would say that. But that's me doing it for 17 months. Okay. Obviously, when I first started this, it wasn't like that. It wasn't fast. You do not have to be perfect. You have to be present. Okay. I'm going to say that again. You do not have to be perfect. I've had 30-year-olds start, 70-year-olds start. I think the oldest, no, I don't even know, because there's some guys that started and I don't even know them. And I'm pretty sure they're up there. But anybody can do this. Anybody at all. Okay, sorry, my phone just dinged. Okay, let's get into this because I have talked a lot today. I'm sorry. I like people to understand what we're doing, how we do this. So let's finish up with this quickly. Post free ads. That's all that is a classified ad. I don't do it anymore. I used to do it. I did this all in the beginning. Respond to comments never takes me half hour. Never. If it takes you more than half hour, you must be just, you're rolling in it. Okay. Half hour post free ads. I don't do that. I go live. 3 pieces of content does not take me an hour. Like, I could do that in 15 minutes. Everybody's different. Okay. Everybody's different. I'm just sharing with you, but I've been in this for 17 months. So yeah, I don't need all that time. Now, I'm on more than one platform. So you got to add time when you're on more than one platform. Okay. Um, all right. Hold on a second. Okay. So I'm going to make this smaller. That's what we do. Now let me quickly share this with you. 4 different programs, 963 in 1. Choose what fits you and your budget. And I want you to understand this. Okay. There's a one-time website fee of 39. There's no monthly fees. If you choose the 9, then you get all 4. If you choose the 6, then you get 3. If you choose the 3, then you get 2. When I started, I asked her because I was scared. I didn't know what this was. I didn't know how it worked. I didn't know if I could do it. I said, hey, if I pick the launch pad, what do I get to promote? She said, the launch pad. I said, oh, forget that. I said, I'm coming with the 9. So I came with the 9, and that was my first customer. You choose, though. You just choose what fits you and fits your budget. Okay. That's it. Hey, Mike, how's it going? So let's get that going. Okay. Now, let's move right along because it's 23. What can I share with you? Okay. So we talked about that. You know about the programs. We make 100% profit on all of those programs. The website fee is handled separately, okay? Just so that you understand. There's no cold calling. It's not MLM. It's your business. No degree, no experience. I didn't have a degree and I didn't have experience, and I have that system just because I want to make sure I cover everything, okay? Now, I'm going to share with you one of these. Who can I share? Let's share Christelle. Here is Christelle. This is a mom.
Don't know me.
Africa.
My name is Christelle, and I have been in digital marketing for the last 22 months. And oh my goodness, I thank God every single day that I found this program. I have been that mommy that has tried everything. I have done the surveys, and I have done the work online. And I've worked for foreign companies. I've had my own companies. I've done the network marketing where I was posting 400 posts every single day on social media just to try and make a little bit of money, and it was just not working. I started this 22 months ago after I had just lost two jobs. I was working for two foreign companies, and within a period of 2 weeks, I lost both my jobs. For a period of 2 months, my mom had to literally pay my groceries for me. I couldn't afford my own groceries. I couldn't even afford a loaf of bread. So finding this was like really, it was a breath of fresh air. I found it on a webinar similar to this, where I was listening to this, and I knew this is what I've been looking for. This is what I was praying for. This is what was going to change my life. I didn't have the money to get started, I couldn't even afford a loaf of bread, and I was trying to sell things out of my house to get started, because I knew if I had the money, I could make whatever I was selling. I could make that back. I could buy 10 of it if I had to. So one evening, I was talking to my mom, and 10 o'clock that evening, she gave me her credit card, and she's like, Christelle, go and buy the program. I started the program, and it was the best decision ever. I started making money my first month in. And similar to what happened with Cecilia, 6 months in, I purchased my first car cash. 8 months in, I purchased a second car cash. I purchased it for my mom to say thank you for her for assisting me and helping me getting started with this business. And it has been the best thing ever. I have learned how to create my own community. I'm now mentoring people. I'm now teaching moms and dads how to do what I have done, how to duplicate what I have done, so that they can do this too. It's an easy to follow step-by-step program that teaches you every single day how to make money online. It has now been 22 months in, and I've made over $250,000. Worked back to South African rand. It's 4.5 million rand as a South African. 4.5 million rand. I have owned 3 businesses. I've been an owner of a real estate agency, and I had 10 agents that worked for me, and never have I earned this kind of income. So for me to go from literally not being able to afford a loaf of bread as a single mom to earning this kind of income is like something I've never imagined in my wildest dreams. And you know what? It is duplicatable. Like Celia said, we are 21 or 22 South African millionaires through this program. Normal people, normal moms, normal dads, that's finding a way of making money online. This is the most amazing online opportunity that you will ever come across in your entire life. It is like having a petrol card that you purchase once, and you make money and you can use it for the rest of your life, where you don't have to spend anymore, where you can earn from it for the rest of your entire life. No monthly fees, no overheads, no additional cost, and I am now the yes mom that I've always wanted to be. I can now give my children what I've always wanted to. My mom is retiring at the end of the year because of this program. I am retiring my mom, and similar to Celia, I'm flipping my zip code. January, I'm flipping my zip code. I'm also moving down to the coast, and we are going to start living the life of our dreams. All because of one yes that I said. All my dreams are coming true one by one. There's literally, the sky is the limit to what you can earn with this. The sky is the limit. There is no cap. And if I can do this as a normal single stay-at-home mom with a busy 2-year-old that was demanding, and I could earn this kind of income, literally anyone else can.
That's right. Anybody else can. That's you. That's me. So I'll just share some of these because this is crazy to me. 1,800 is hits home for me. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why. Because when I was doing the dash, we were working 40 plus hours. 40 plus hours. I was taking something you guys might do as like a side gig. And I was doing that all the time, full time. Tired, exhausted, burnt out is probably a good word. And to have 2 customers in one day, and that's not just one time. The first time this happened to me was in October of 2024. I actually looked at my phone and I thought there was a mistake. And I was like, Is that 1800? And I was blown away because I remembered aiming for 1800. That's what we aimed for when I was doing the dash. And I just had it in a day. And I've had it multiple times. Now, I have more 900s than I do 18. But it's to show you what is possible. Because if somebody, I didn't even know that was possible. I had no idea until it happened to me. And I was like, this is crazy. This is absolutely crazy. So 600 while on the workshop. We had a workshop yesterday and she had a customer. I had my very first Canadian start yesterday, which I thought was awesome. But the workshop was for us that are already in the business. It was for us to us a free workshop that we could go to. So she went to it, and I went to it too. Stacy, 900 sales at recess with her class, automations. So remember this automation thing that's out there working for us. And that's how she got a $900 customer at school. She's a teacher. That's awesome. Okay, so what time is it? All right. So I will let me see. Maybe I'll share one more. Let me see who else is in here. Who else do I have? Because we can. I'm in the wrong spot, aren't I? No, I'm not. Okay. I'll let you listen to Christelle and Cecilia. Now I'll let you listen to this girl. She's hold on. I'll let you listen to her.
I plan to reach that 6 figures by December. So, but this last 16 months has just been a life changer. So 16 months ago, I found myself in network marketing, and I had been there for 5 years, and which got me out of my 9 to 5, but it turned into 16-hour days. It would take me like 100 customers to make $1,000, and it was just constant, like you were saying, living in the DMs, sending messages and following up, the whole 9 yards. And it just got so overwhelming. And whenever it took me 5 years to make 40 grand, I was like, okay, something's got to change here. But then when I decided to do this, my husband's job had fallen through, and we had used up all of our savings, our unemployment, everything. And what I was making was just not going to hold us through. So I was like, oh my gosh, and I had been watching this girl on Facebook, and she just was showing up every day, making her little post. And she kept intriguing me about this 2-hour workday and 100% profit. And I just was like, how can that be? Because, with network marketing, you only make that little bit. And I finally, when things got really tight, I reached out to her and I was like, okay, I've been watching you for 4 months. Can you tell me about this program? And she did. So I had a talk with my husband, and of course he was skeptical because, I'd tried so many things and it was working so much. And he was like, okay. So I did it. I signed in. I got signed up, and I plugged into the trainings, like you said, step by step. And I went through that 7-day launch to profit. And I followed it my very first post was, I'm so excited. I started a new thing, but I know it's going to change my family's life. I didn't have no clue, but I've seen all these other people doing it. So I was like, okay, it's got to work. But so I made that post, and in 9 days, I got my first customer, and it just went crazy from there. And I have showed up every day with my business because, I want choices in my life and my family's life, and I got it. It just has really changed my life, and being able to spend time with my grandkids and my daughters and things now, and I'm not having to be plugged in on my phone all the time. I can actually spend time with them. And I just got told yesterday that I'm going to be the full-time babysitter for my grandkids because my daughter got a job. And I was like, okay, just 3 years. So then they'll be in school. But it's really just being able to take vacations and pay off debt and just see the goal in the life-changing events that are happening because of this program, having my own community, being able to help people do this as well, and just sharing the opportunity has really just been so exciting and just life-changing for me. and my family. And I just want to thank you so much, Michelle, for putting this out there and showing up every day and allowing all of us to plug into something that's beginner friendly, because I'm not tech savvy either, and I didn't want to have to build anything. And whenever I found out it was all done for me and all that stuff, it just was like checking off all the boxes that I needed to be able to make that pivot in my life. And it's just been amazing, and I just want to say thank you so much for that.
Okay, so I love that. We're getting down. Let me share with you. Let me take this off. And I'm going to share with you what the community looks like. Our community. Let me turn this on. Okay. This is our community. Let me see if I can make it bigger for you. Hold on. There we go. That's bigger. That should be better. Okay. 57,000 of us. There's 57,000 of us. This community, this is where we hang out. I always explain it like this. This is where we hang out. This is where our program is. This is how you start. Click here to get started. You follow it. Okay. That's exactly your program. You follow. If you want to spend a half hour, spend a half hour. Like learn. You got to learn and post. Learn and post. Like you're learning these skills to create the content. So inside of our community, oh man, in 17 minutes. See, I almost forgot. Okay. So we're having this and I'm going to be in there. Anyways, we have this calendar. Okay. People that purchase Legacy 2.0, they get to be in the same, room as the founder. The founder is now a multi-millionaire because she started this program in September of 2022. And she purchased the program, and then she started a community, and then she built this whole entire community. And then she built Legacy, and introduced that to the community. I believe it was last year. So she does the exclusive training for Legacy. If you purchase any of the other 4 programs, then you can be in the other, like there's a whatever training they have outside of Legacy, you can be in that. Every single day, she gives us a daily video. These daily videos are very short. I would highly suggest you watch the video. 3 minutes, 5 minutes, like they're very short, okay? But it's good to stay involved in the community because then you know what's going on. You stay focused, okay? And I think it's important. Here, you can come in, you can see the wins, you can screenshot these wins, and then you can use them in your own content. Now, we even have a content vault. Where is it? Here's the content vault. There are things in here that you can look at and see. She even puts on a webinar for people that they can, and there's replays too, replays, but the webinars, you can invite your potential customers to. You're not putting it on. You don't pay per month. She does this for us. So she brings the special speakers. She does the presentation. All you do is invite them, which is crazy to me. Like this is the ultimate, it is the ultimate business in a box. Daily help, community support, programs you didn't create, skills you get to learn, and she helps you get customers. Like that's crazy to me, but it's very real. And I've been at home for 17 months generating income from this little gadget. Okay. So I'm thankful. I'm grateful. And I am blessed. Okay. That's the community. So if you chose to get started today, I want you to imagine this, because this is what you got to really get this. Because when you see this, it kind of registers a little different. Number one selling program is that 900. Okay. 12 customers is 10. That is why we have that goal in our community, because it's like a realistic goal that you can actually hit. And I love it. So I want you to imagine, can you imagine if you woke up to your very first customer and it being 900? This is what's possible because we're learning the skills to create that content. Anything is possible. You can do what I do. This is not rocket science, guys. I love what I do. This is my landing page. If you want to get started, you go on there, you put in your best email. It takes them 24 to 48 hours to let you in. So don't think you're going to get access to the community right away, because they have to make sure you are who you say you are, and they keep our community safe. Okay, so put your best email in. Check your inbox. If it's not there, check your promo, check your trash. Make sure you move it out of there so you don't miss any of my messages. And then you're going to see a short video of me. Then you can go on the pink button, takes you to my website. If you want to get started with Legacy, it's right there. And you'll see me. And then there's payment plans, should you need plans, as low as 56 with the K. Okay, you can see that right there, 56. Now, if you choose, there are 6, 3, and 1, 2. Those are at the bottom of probably three quarters down my website. Okay, where's the website? There, you just need to scroll down further, and you can take your time to go through this because there's lots of information. Okay, lots and lots. And you'll see my kiddos, they were younger back then. You'll see everything that you could take your time and go through that. Okay. Also, I have my own community. I'm in the middle. I have 2 communities, but I'm closing one. So this one is the community that you get to be a part of. It is faith-based, but it is faith-based, but you don't have to be in the faith. I'm just telling you that's what it is. You do get support from me. You can message me at any time. I also do what I call coffee and coaching hour. Now, this is not just for people that purchase the Legacy. I'm just going to put that out there. This is for people that have a small business. This is for people that maybe want to learn other things too. I had a friend of mine. She did, Anna Schrock. She did this, a special how to start a blog. Okay. So she has that. I am going to be moving over my drop shipping from my old community to this one. That gives you actually a drop shipping quick store in one day. And I walk you through that. I give that to you because that's it's my free course. So everybody has access to that. If you get started with Legacy, I have an ebook that you get access to as well. And that's my little journey. I sell this because of this program. But if you get started, you get access to that. It's the things that I wish I would have known. And I share that with you guys. But if you purchase a program from somebody else, then you can purchase that ebook from me. So you see, I have learned multiple different ways to bring in an income. And it's crazy to me because the more that I learn this stuff, the more that I make, because I didn't even have a community last year. Now I have a community, and I'm just like, I have switched things, changed things. I'm learning as I go. I've learned a lot in the past year, and I love it. I love that there are multiple ways to bring in an income, but first build the foundation. I think the foundation of having marketing skills is gold. And I think that every single person should have marketing skills first. Learn the marketing skills and then build out. Like, you want to make your own community and you want to put it on gardening. You want to make your own community, and man, like, the possibilities are endless, because once you learn the marketing skills, you can do whatever you want to do. But first, build that foundation so you have the skills so you can go do something else. I've got a lot of people that do gardening. That's why I think about my friends, and they got green thumbs, and that's not me. But they could easily start a community, monetize it, and have monthly people being a part of that. That creates monthly income. So I'm just saying that, say this. There are many opportunities, but get started. Choose a program. I'd encourage you to get started, because sitting on this waiting is one of the biggest regrets that I see in our community. People are like, man, I wish I would have started when I first saw this. So don't let that be your story today. Take action, get started, choose the program that fits you and fits your goals, because I did that, and I am so grateful and thankful that I got started. Choose whatever fits you. You get these bonuses. These are the bonuses. Her first meal in 17 months, Canva crash course, the community builders training teaches you how to build a community, which is what I did. 30-day, I might even be in the training for that, which I think is funny. I never thought about that at the time, but I didn't even know about it. 30-day market strategy growth plan, invisible faceless marketing, 200 digital product ideas. All that is there when you get started. And how do you get started? You just go through the steps that I just shared with you. Okay. I went over on my time. I try to stick to 30 minutes, but if you have any questions, you need me, you can simply go to Granny's Getting Paid, put your email in there. You'll have my email and you can message me. Just say, hey, can you help me or whatever. Those programs have plans, as I showed you. I was going to say, make sure that you pay the website fee after, because it's separate. The programs we make 100% on, you would make 100% on those programs, but the website fee goes to support our community, which I don't even think comes close to what we get. And remember this, there's no monthly fees. Okay. So God bless you guys. If you have questions, reach out. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you're watching this as a replay later, let me know where you're watching from. Drop it in the comments. And for fun, tell me if you are a chocolate or vanilla person.